A stranger is about to step onto Heartland Ranch and their arrival will change everything. Season 19 is not just about horses, healing, and the bond of family. This time, a new face is joining the cast and fans are already guessing how this mystery character will shake up Amy's world. Could this be the beginning of a new love story? A new rivalry? Or a long-lost family member with secrets to share? One thing is clear, Heartland will never be the same again. Season 19 of Heartland is bringing more than just heartwarming stories and breathtaking views of Alberta's rolling fields. It's bringing change, big change. After nearly 2 decades of watching the Fleming Bartlett family grow, love, and grieve, fans are about to witness something fresh. While the ranch remains the heart of the show, the people walking its dusty roads are about to get more interesting and possibly more complicated. The writers behind Heartland know how much fans care about every character, whether it's Amy's quiet strength, Jack's deep wisdom, or Lou's fight to balance her family and career. That's why they aren't introducing just any new character. They're bringing in someone who will challenge the rhythm of life at the ranch. And they're doing it carefully with a backstory, a purpose, and a reason to stay. So what's changing? First, there are whispers of a new ranch hand. Not just any worker, but someone who arrives with skills and secrets. This isn't the kind of person who just feeds the horses and leaves. They might come with baggage, or maybe even a connection to a character we already know. Could it be someone from Tim's past? Or maybe a stranger looking for redemption, the kind that only the ranch can offer. Fans are also talking about a possible foster teen storyline. Since Amy's daughter Lindy is growing up and Lou's children are becoming more involved in the ranch life, Season 19 might introduce a teenager in need of a home. The ranch has always been a place of healing. Think back to how Ty arrived, broken, lost, but slowly, he became part of the family. Maybe it's time for another young soul to find comfort under those red roofs. There's also been talk about a new vet coming to town. Since Amy is still working with troubled horses and Georgie's story is currently paused, a new vet could create tension or maybe even romance. What if this vet doesn't see eye to eye with Amy's way of doing things? Or worse, what if they challenge her role on the ranch? But let's not forget the business side of things. Heartland isn't just a home, it's a working ranch. In Season 18, we saw Lou making tough decisions as mayor and Jack trying to keep the ranch running through hard times. Now, there's a rumor about a corporate buyer looking to invest in ranches across Alberta. Could someone new show up, pretending to help but actually planning to take control? That kind of storyline could bring a lot of tension to the peaceful hills of Heartland. One thing's for sure. The peaceful rhythm we've come to know and love will be tested. New characters bring new energy, and while that can lead to new friendships and growth, it can also lead to drama. And Heartland has never been afraid of a little drama when it comes from the hard dot. In the next section, we'll talk about who's coming back to the ranch. Fans will be happy to know some of their favorite faces are returning and a few surprises might be in store too. The heart of Heartland is not just the land, the horses, or even the ranch, it's the people. That's why fans feel a deep connection to the characters who've stayed through joy, pain, loss, and love. As Season 19 begins, many familiar faces are making their return, and fans around the world can breathe a sigh of relief. The core of the show remains strong. Yes, Amber Marshall is back as Amy Fleming, the soul of Heartland. After everything Amy has been through, from losing Ty, to raising her daughter Lindy on her own, to helping injured horses find peace, Amy has remained a pillar of strength. In Season 19, she returns not just as a mother and horse whisperer, but as someone who may finally be ready to open her heart again. Will love find her this time, or is she still guarding her heart? That's the question many fans are asking. Sean Johnston returns as Grandpa Jack, and no one could imagine Heartland without him. His steady hand and strong voice have guided the family for years. In the new season, Jack will likely play a key role in keeping the family together as new challenges rise. He may also be the one who sees through the intentions of any newcomers, especially if someone threatens the land or the legacy of the ranch. Michelle Morgan is returning as Lou, now both a mother and the mayor of Hudson. Lou has always struggled to balance her personal life with her professional responsibilities. This season might test her more than ever, with her political role growing and her daughters becoming more involved in the ranch. Lou may have to make tough choices, especially if something or someone starts to pull her family in a new direction. Fans will also be happy to see Chris Potter as Tim Fleming. He's had his ups and downs, but his presence always adds energy to the show. He's unpredictable, stubborn, but full of heart. Will season 19 see him facing old mistakes or stepping into a new chapter with someone unexpected? Some rumors suggest a new romantic twist could shake up his world. And let's not forget Jessica Steen as Lisa, Jack's wife. Lisa brings both elegance and strength to Heartland. While she often works in the horse business away from the ranch, she continues to be a voice of calm and reason. Her return in season 19 could mean more behind-the-scenes business stories and maybe even a deeper look at her relationship with Jack, which still has room to grow and surprise. Lindy, Amy's daughter, is also returning, and this season, she may step more into the spotlight. As she grows older, fans are excited to see what kind of person she becomes. Will she follow in her mother's footsteps, or carve her own path in the world of horses and healing? Other familiar faces like Katie, Lou's daughter, and Parker are expected to make appearances as well. These young characters bring fresh energy to the show and may become key players as the ranch welcomes new people and new problems. There's comfort in knowing that the heart of the show is still beating strong. While change is coming and new characters are on the way, the return of these beloved figures reminds us that no matter what happens, Heartland is still home. Up next, we'll dive into something fans are worried about: who isn't coming back to Heartland Ranch in season 19. There are some faces we may not see again, and it could break a few hearts. Sometimes the hardest part of loving a show like Heartland is saying goodbye not just to stories, but to the people who told them. As season 19 begins, fans are already feeling the absence of some familiar faces. And even though the ranch continues to move forward, the empty chairs at the dinner table are impossible to ignore. Of course, one name still lingers in every fan's heart: Graham Wardle, who played Ty Borden. It's been seasons since his sudden death in the story, yet the pain hasn't fully faded. Ty wasn't just Amy's husband, he was a symbol of healing, growth, and second chances. Though he's not coming back in season 19, his presence is still deeply felt. Whether it's through Amy's quiet moments alone or the way Lindy looks at the horses, Ty's spirit remains woven into the ranch. Some fans still hope for a dream sequence, a flashback, or even a voiceover someday. But for now, his absence is one of the show's most powerful silences. Another fan favorite who might not return this season is Georgie, played by Alicia Newton. Georgie's storyline was left open-ended after she left to train as an Olympic jumper in Florida. There's been no official word on her return for season 19, and her social media activity suggests she's busy with new projects. That has left many fans wondering if her journey with Heartland is truly over or if she might ride back into the story in a future episode. Georgie was more than just a young rider, she was a symbol of growth, independence, and teenage strength. Without her, the ranch feels like it's missing a spark. Peter, Lou's ex-husband, may also be absent in the new season. While he appeared off and on in past seasons, it's still unclear whether he'll play a role in season 19. His relationship with Lou has gone through many ups and downs, and fans have debated for years whether they truly belong together. If he doesn't appear, it may open the door for Lou to focus more on her political role or possibly even meet someone new. There are also some minor characters who may not return this season. Rick, Lou's assistant and friend, was a refreshing presence in season 16 and 17, but his role was reduced later on. There's been no official confirmation about his involvement in season 19, and fans are divided. Some want more of him, others feel his story has already been told. If Rick is gone, it might mean Lou has to handle her challenges without his steady advice. Even Caleb, the loyal rodeo cowboy and friend of the family, hasn't been confirmed for season 19. While he's come and gone over the years, he's always brought a down-to-earth charm and emotional weight to the show. His absence, if permanent, would close the door on a character who once brought both laughter and heartache to the story. The truth is, No long-running series can keep every character forever. Stories shift, actors move on, but fans never forget. Every missing face is a reminder of a journey we followed and a connection we felt. That's why season 19 will feel different. Not worse, just different. But with every goodbye, Heartland always finds a way to offer a new hello. And in the next part, we'll meet the brand new cast members joining the ranch this season, characters that could surprise us, inspire us, or even steal the spotlight. Every time someone new walks through the gates of Heartland Ranch, something changes. Sometimes it's a spark of hope, other times it's trouble. And in season 19, a few new faces are arriving, and they're bringing both mystery and potential chaos with them. These are not just background characters. These are people with stories, secrets, and maybe even the power to change the lives of the ones we've loved for so long. One of the most talked about new characters is a young ranch hand named Logan, a quiet and skilled rider with a past he doesn't talk about. Rumors suggest he's been moving from one ranch to another, never staying too long. But now, he's landed at Heartland. Why? No one knows for sure. Some fans believe he's looking for more than just work, maybe healing, maybe family, or maybe even someone he once lost. His bond with the horses is said to be deep, almost like Amy's, which might either bring them closer or lead to tension. Could this new energy at the ranch become a threat to the old ways? Then there's Mira, a confident and charming woman in her late 30s who appears to have strong business ties in Hudson. She's not just passing through. She's here to stay, and she's interested in partnering with Lou on a new project that could change how the ranch operates. Is Mira really here to help the town and the ranch grow? Or is she hiding a plan that might put the family at risk? Some fans believe she may have a connection to Tim's past, or possibly even a romantic one waiting to unfold. Another new character rumored to join is Eli, a teenage boy with a troubled past who's been placed at the ranch as part of a youth rehabilitation program. Think of how Ty first came into the story, a broken teen given one last chance. Eli could follow the same path, or take a darker turn. If this storyline is true, it could bring powerful emotional moments as Amy and Jack try to help him find peace. But it could also bring drama if he resists the ranch's ways, or worse, brings danger. And finally, there's word about a new veterinarian, someone who's young, fresh out of school, and full of modern ideas. This character could clash with Amy, who relies more on feeling and instinct than rules and charts. It would be interesting to watch two people with the same goal helping animals battle over methods. Some even say this vet could be a new love interest for Amy. That idea has divided fans. Some are ready for her to move on, while others still feel it's too soon after Ty. Either way, this storyline could bring both conflict and healing to Amy's world. These new faces don't just bring change, they bring possibility. Will they become friends or FOs? Will they blend into the family, or challenge everything the Heartland Ranch stands for? One thing is clear: these characters are not here by accident. The writers are setting the stage for a season filled with growth, risk, and emotional turns. And remember, every major Heartland storyline started with a simple introduction. Ty arriving in a truck, Georgie running from trouble, Jade showing up full of attitude. Each one became part of the ranch family in their own way. Maybe Logan, Mira, Eli, or the new vet will do the same. Or maybe they'll stir things up more than we're ready for. Next, we'll dive into fan theories and early clues, because viewers are already guessing how these new characters could connect to secrets from the past and shocking events still to come. What if that new ranch hand isn't just looking for work but for family? What if the new vet isn't here to heal but to take someone's place? Fans of Heartland know that every new character comes with a deeper story. And now, after glimpses from behind the scenes, hints from cast interviews, and a few leaked on-set photos, the theories about these fresh faces are exploding across fan pages. People aren't just watching, they're connecting the dots. Let's start with Logan, the quiet new ranch hand. Some fans believe he might actually be related to someone already on the ranch. There's a strong theory going around that he could be Tim's son, one that Tim never knew he had. The math lines up. The age fits. And the tension between Tim and Amy's world could make for some explosive drama. Imagine Tim discovering a secret from his past, just when he's trying to rebuild his life. It would shake up not just his world but Amy's too, especially if Logan and Lindy start to bond. And then there's Mira, the business-savvy woman rumored to be working closely with Lou. While some believe she's here to help, others think she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. One fan theory suggests Mira may be tied to a company trying to buy land near Heartland. What if she's not just interested in partnerships but in ownership? Could Lou be walking into a trap, unknowingly giving away control of the family land? It wouldn't be the first time someone came to Heartland with a smile and a secret plan. Another theory fans can't stop talking about is Eli, the troubled teen. Many think his backstory is darker than it seems. A popular guess is that he may be connected to one of Ty's old foster care homes or group homes. Maybe Eli has heard stories of Ty. Maybe he even sees Amy as someone who once helped someone like him. If true, this could be a full circle moment, Amy helping a lost teen just like she once helped Ty. And in doing so, maybe she'll begin to heal from her own grief even more. And what about the new vet? One theory says he or she could be the sibling of a former character, possibly even a relative of Scott, the longtime vet and friend to the family. If this is true, it could create tension not just with Amy, but with others who still feel loyal to Scott. Imagine a newcomer trying to modernize everything, questioning Amy's instincts, and even doubting Heartland's natural methods of horse care. That kind of push and pull could lead to both frustration and growth. Of course, one wild theory still whispered in fan forums is that someone new is connected to Ty's side of the family. A cousin, perhaps, or even a half-brother who never knew Ty existed. While this theory may seem unlikely, it would be the kind of twist that Heartland pulls off so well: quiet, emotional, and deeply personal. A stranger walking into the barn one day, carrying a familiar look in his eyes. A last letter from Ty, sent long ago. Could Season 19 finally bring closure or a new beginning through someone Ty left behind? These are just theories for now, but Heartland fans are some of the sharpest viewers around. They notice every look, every pause, every line of dialogue that doesn't quite add up. And when new characters arrive, the guessing game begins. It's not just about what happens next, it's about why. Sometimes, the best clues about what's really happening on Heartland don't come from the official trailers or press releases, they come from quiet moments behind the scenes. A cast member's Instagram post, a slip of the tongue during an interview, a photo that was quickly deleted but captured by fans. These moments give us a peek behind the curtain, and Season 19 has already given us some gold. Let's start with Amber Marshall, the face of Heartland. In a recent interview, she talked about how Season 19 is going to feel like a new chapter, and that Amy will face fresh challenges that don't come from horses. That one line has fans buzzing. Could this mean Amy will be tested emotionally by someone new? A love interest? A threat to the ranch? Amber also shared a behind-the-scenes photo where she's walking beside a tall, unfamiliar male actor near the barn. No caption, no tags, just enough to stir the pot. Fans are already zooming in, comparing the figure to rumored new cast members. Sean Johnston, who plays Jack, recently posted a short video from the set where he was sitting on the front porch in costume. But what really stood out wasn't what he said, it was what we heard in the background. A new voice, deep and unfamiliar, calling out, "Hey Jack!" Many fans believe this was our first accidental audio leak of a new cast member's voice. It might seem small, but for longtime viewers, those details matter. Every clue adds to the mystery. Michelle Morgan Lou has been more open. In one interview, she said working with new female energy this season was refreshing. Fans took that as a hint toward Mira, the new businesswoman. Michelle also mentioned that Lou will be forced to choose between what's good for her family and what's good for the town. That's a heavy line, and it suggests that Mira or another new character may be pushing Lou into a tough corner. Could we see Lou make a deal that ends up hurting Heartland? Chris Potter Tim was also caught on camera joking around during a break in filming. He laughed and said, "Well, I guess I've got a son now." Everyone laughed, but fans didn't forget. Was it just a joke? or a playful tease about Logan possibly being Tim's long-lost child. Chris didn't explain, but his smile said enough to keep theories alive. Even crew members have dropped some hints. A photo from one of the assistant directors showed a new actor in a scene with Lindy. The actor wasn't tagged, and the post was removed hours later. But screenshots had already made their way into fan groups. The actor looked young, around Lindy's age. Is this a new friend for her? A future young writer in training? Or the beginning of a whole new generation of stories? On social media, some of the younger cast members have been careful not to spoil anything. But sharp-eyed fans noticed that Bay McPherson, Katie, and another young actress recently followed each other and shared matching ranch day photos on their stories. No names were given, but fans believe this new actress is playing a cousin or maybe a friend who comes to stay. What's clear is that the cast is excited. Almost every post from the set is full of smiles, playful banter, and behind-the-scenes love. But beneath that joy is something else, a feeling that something different is coming. A shake-up, a shift, and maybe a story twist no one sees coming. Something about this season feels different. Not louder, not bigger, just deeper. As season 19 of Heartland approaches, it's becoming clear that this isn't just another year at the ranch, it's the beginning of a shift. A quiet turning point where the past meets the future, and the family must decide how to grow without losing what makes them whole. The mix of returning characters, emotional exits, and new arrivals has set the stage for a season full of both comfort and conflict. Fans who've watched since day one will feel the familiar warmth, Amy's strength, Jack's wisdom, Lou's drive, but they'll also feel something new bubbling under the surface. It's not just about who's coming back. It's about who's becoming something different. Amy is still the heart of Heartland, but this season, she might have to open her heart in ways she hasn't since Ty. Whether it's helping a troubled teen like Eli, facing off with a new vet, or forming a bond with Logan, Amy will be pushed to grow not just as a mother or horse trainer, but as a woman rebuilding herself. Jack will once again be the calm during the storm. But will his old ways clash with the new energy arriving at the ranch? Watching him mentor the next generation while protecting the land's legacy could give us some of the most touching scenes of the entire series. Lou, as both a mother and mayor, may face her hardest choices yet. The arrival of Mira and the pressure of politics could put her in a position where she has to choose between money and family, ambition and loyalty. And then there are the unknowns. Who is Logan, really? What does Mira truly want? Is Eli just another foster teen or something more connected to Ty's past? And could the new vet be the spark of a fresh beginning for Amy or the cause of a new storm? Season 19 won't rely on huge shocks or sudden explosions. That's not Heartland's style. Instead, it will pull us in with small, powerful moments. A glance, a decision, a silence that says more than words ever could. That's the magic of Heartland. It doesn't shout, it speaks to the heart, and for fans, this season feels like a gift. A reminder that life moves forward, even when we're not ready. That new people come, old ones leave, and the land still stands. Strong, beautiful, timeless. So, what should we expect from season 19? Expect to feel, to smile, to cry, to wonder what will happen next. And above all, expect change. Because even in a place as steady as Heartland, no season leaves the ranch the same. The gates are open, the wind is shifting, and new stories are riding in. Now it's your turn. What do you think these new characters will bring to Heartland? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who are you most excited or nervous to see?